Hi guys, it's a great day. Welcome to yet another fantastic exclusive edition of Celebrity Uncensored on TLIG Africa TV. My name is Kenny. It's great to be back on this wonderful edition of the show. Today on the show, I've got with me this fantastic, elegant actress. She's Tierny Olalere. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
So Tierny, how exactly did acting start for you?
Well, I've always acted while I was young, right
Okay.
in church as a children choir, drama department,
Okay.
and I've always I'm good with writing fiction. And if
Okay.
I write it, I act it out on my own.
That was at about what age?
I realized I can write when I was in JSS2.
Wow.
And I write to give to my friends to read, and they ask for
Okay.
more, like a sequel or a
Okay, like a
series. They'll be like,
continuation of the
"What
story.
happened?" They are part of the reason why I got to sharpen my
Writing
writing
skills.
skills, because they always ask me, "No, it must not end there. What's the next thing?" That's how I got to.
Okay, so growing up, what were elements that influenced your writing at that age? You just as
Uh,
to
yes, my mom is more or less like a pastor. So when we go
okay,
to church, they have different things, the different cases they bring to
yeah.
church, and when they talk about it back at home, I'll be like, "Why is this happening?"
So were
Then
you
I'm
you were,
very
were you
curious.
eavesdropping at
I
the
don't know.
conversation
No,
or
most times when your parents talk with their friends, you just get to listen most times. So that was it. And I can just sit down and it should just come. To
okay?
just come like I don't know.
Was it like a reflection on some of the things you heard them share with your mom?
Most of it, because there's a story of mine that I produced that was in cinema this year March.
Oh,
I got
cinema.
it from a church. Yes, cinema. I got it from a church scenario where they said someone was being disturbed by Okoro, the heavenly husband. I don't know if
Okay,
that is your word. Yeah.
okay.
So that I was now asking my mom that if a woman can have heavenly husband, what about a man having heavenly
Mhm.
wife? So that was where I started, and I wrote it, and everyone liked it.
Oh, great. So, what were the challenges you faced when you were starting out? Starting out in the industry.
Okay, well, the first one that I always tell myself is the mistake I made while coming to this industry was I wasn't familiar with the industry.
Mm.
I didn't know what I was coming to meet, and most of it actually got to me unaware that it
When you say
affected me.
when you familiar, is it being
I
familiar
thought it
with
was just another word, like the word I was coming from. But trust me, acting word is another word entirely, because you get to meet a lot of people from different background, people that their behavior is just different from where you grew up or from yours.
your own
So
upbringing and
yeah,
stuff like that?
so if I'd known, I wouldn't have made some mistakes, but
Mm.
I learned from the mistakes, and it's brushed me up to who I am today.
What were the mistakes you made when you were starting out?
Like I said, I wasn't familiar enough with the industry, so I just came in like myself. I
Okay.
wasn't really tactical enough. Yeah, so I don't want to say more than that.
Are you okay? You're being careful right now.
So that they will not
You don't want to
sanction me.
step on toes.
Not even
We step on
toes.
toes on this show, though. I mean, on
Not
my show,
even
we step
that.
on toes.
When all this godfatherism, godmotherism, and you are bringing your own money into the industry. Because I brought in my own money into the industry. I didn't go lobbying for jobs, or I came in as a producer,
Why did you decide to take that route into the industry?
because you just have to make your own money to be able to be known in Nigeria. All these talents, you are talented, auditions, baba, you go take for there. It doesn't really work like that for some people. Some people are lucky enough, but in my own case, I believed in using my money to push myself plus the talent. You
Mm.
get so, and wherever I am today, it's God's grace and the little that I
Yeah,
have
your
to push
push.
myself. Yeah.
Fantastic. But what were the some of the things you learned in the process of pushing yourself all by yourself, doing it all by yourself?
I got to differentiate the meaning of friendship and colleagues. When it
Mm.
comes to business, you should not do business with your heart. Use your head,
Mm.
and while at it, be smart. So that was the only mistake, the previous mistake I made while
Mm.
coming into the industry. But now I've learned to some extent.
Okay, so some of your colleagues they talk about that it's not really advisable to have friends in your industry. People snitch on each other and stuff like that.
True, true. Especially from the type of
Your subsector of the
the
industry.
genre of where I grew up from, which is the Yoruba sector. They are full of a lot of wahala. So and I know it's human differences. So I won't even blame anybody for the way they behave. Like I said earlier, we were raised differently, we were brought up differently. The things that make sense to me might not make sense to you. So the snitching part, like I said, you don't miss pleasure with business.
Mm.
Me, I have people that I can still point at and call my friends because the goal is to bring each other up. But if you're trying to pull me down, then I'll leave you and just move on. There's no party for jungle because at the end of the day, it is you and you.
Okay, what works for you when it comes to picking people you feature in your movies? Would you prefer working with your friends in the industry, or just prefer let's just do it in a professional way? Use people who are the best for the role and just forget friendship.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's still back on me making mistake when I was coming in. Say, I won't say it's but there's something I believe in, which is and I practice it, which is when you're climbing the ladder of success, try and drag some people
What?
with you. But
True.
most of these people you're dragging don't want to be dragged. And if you are trying to move, they try to drop you back. You go back. If either
They
you
take you
break your
back, yeah.
it's either you break your legs or the ladder self break. You don't go see anywhere to go. So when I get to cast my job, I cast people that I see for the role. And they happen to be my circle of friends because there are some big people in this industry that you'd be like, oh, when this person produces a movie, you must see this so person.
Face.
You understand.
Yes.
So I think it starts off like that. But like I said,
Yeah.
my next job or next thing that my next project is not about my friend. It's about people that are coming to work and after working get paid and leave.
Because you're sounding like your fingers have been burned, like in place of probably featuring one Mr. Wale or one Mr. Kenny.
Sorry for
In the
another
name
day.
of friendship, they messed you up.
The thing is, like I said, it's not. I really did not cast based on friendship. I casted because you can actually interpret this role. You just happen to be my friend because normally, if I chop, I got to remember my friend now. I'm not gonna go remember person I don't know before. People that we know how the struggle is, how it's going, what we've been through, and all. So it's still part of it. There's no way I will still do something today. I will still pick from my circle
Yeah.
in the industry. So yeah.
True. Okay,
What is that
let's
about?
talk about, because you sound like someone who's very outspoken.
I'm trying.
You say like they talk on the way they take be.
Yes, and that is why I don't have friends. That's why they don't like me.
I wanted to ask you that question. That
Okay.
how do people how do I describe it now? How do people describe your personality? And I know you must have heard different things about you.
Of course.
How do you feel when you hear those things,
Ha.
those negative things they say about you?
Most times I just sit down. It shocked me because I'm like, when I act this film now, I don't know. I don't know who produced this film. Or which time I do this movie, I just carry my mind. I be like, my mom always say, see, this place you're going to,
Yeah.
just know that they will talk about you. Person we don't die, they will talk about them. The only thing I can always say is my own problem is, or that my friends or other people won't be cool with, is when it comes to my job, I'm very dogmatic, I'm irrational. I can snap at anybody at any time, but I won't go physical because that's money. And these people, they don't care about how you feel. They care about how they think they can handle your job, which is not meant to be.
What?
Because at the end of the day, you'll be left with yourself and your head. They will go.
Sure.
It's none of their business. They've gotten paid, so that's your cup of tea.
Sure.
So that's the only thing, and I just say things as it is. I don't have filter. I just say it. While at it, I will respect you, but I'll say it. And if I do not like what you're giving me, no matter how old you are, I'll let you know you're wrong. And that is it about that. There's no need being rude about it. Just say it, then leave.
Just say it, then leave. Okay, talking about saying it, let's talk about your productions. Before we delve into that, let's talk about what has the experience been, making your movies?
The other experiences that has been like more or less like a challenge is funding. It's not easy doing it alone when you don't have sponsors. So, but you need to get to a certain height before you can see all these things. So far, I'll just say that I've been investing. It's a beautiful experience, but it's sad.
But has there ever been a time when you wanted to just, I don't tire, this thing don't tire me.
Hey, my last project is a series. And while I was writing the story, it's an high school story that, in that story, there's no filter. We were just saying it as it is. No hiding because it's African story. We went all out. But funds made a lot of setback for us on that set. A lot of things were happening, but I stood strong and I finished it. But during this production, I was like,
I'm not doing many bots now. Like,
I'm not drinking. Like, I'm not producing this thing again. Is it by force? I'm not movie. Let me just go back to mine, because I'm still an entrepreneur. Let me just face this my life, other life squarely. Yes, it got to that stage, and this is like the most expensive. Is it the most expensive? No. Like the second most expensive project that I've done, and it's a beautiful, sweet, bitter experience. Trust me, it was crazy because no big beans.
Okay, we'll still come into the story, but let's talk about your productions, movies you've done, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've made 6 movies so far. I did 2 short films. I did 3 feature-length movie. Then
3 feature-length movies.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you mention the names of the movie?
Majuda, Olawura, then JLTS, which is Just Like the Stars, which is a series.
When is that dropping?
Soon. Well, yeah.
You mentioned that you had a movie premiere in the cinema.
Yeah.
What was it about?
Olawura.
Yes, what's it about?
Yeah, it's about like the questions you asked me the other time that I said the heavenly husband, heavenly wife issue, but it was a sweet experience too, and it's just people could relate, especially the elderly ones when they came to the cinema. They're like, "Where did you get this beautiful story from? Did it happen to you?" No, ma, it didn't happen to me. It's just fiction. Yeah, it's just fiction, and I wrote it, so that's it about that.
Okay, before we go on a short break, I want to ask you this question. What has your movie done that made you, that was a bit maybe shocking for you? Maybe someone watched your movie, person started crying, or maybe your movie did something, touched a part of the person. I'm not talking about testimonies now. I'm just saying for church.
Yeah.
You say testify to the glory of God, what God has done in your life.
Yeah, 2 of my movies did that to me. Like the movie that went to the cinema. Yeah. One woman watched it and she came outside and she hugged me. She asked for it. She was like, "Why are you not pushing this enough?" I was like, "I'm trying. This is my story. This is." It was like you were there, and you've actually opened my eyes the more. Thank you for this. God bless you. Then she hugged me. And it was so sweet that she was kissing me all over. I think I have that video on my phone. Then
did you post it on Instagram?
I don't know. It was I was in the middle of running media rounds, my movie, so I was just posting the things that I could post, not the main video. So the second one was the Pajuda. It's about domestic violence, and everybody came to my DM, comment on YouTube was fantastic. Everybody was like, "Oh, keep on giving us this fire, blah 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 blah." So, it's one of the reasons that make me keep going. That I think I'm doing good.
But what has that done to you as a filmmaker?
I've actually cried. When she was kissing me all over she was happy, hugging me with her husband.
Husband hugged you too?
Yes, like, "Oh, God bless you. You're this young talent." So then I got teary myself and I could not control it. Then I knew I was doing something right.
Okay. So we're going on a short break. When we come back from the break, the conversation continues with Tierny Olalere. Stay with us. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello lovelies, my name is JK. I am the host of the TLIG Review Show on TLIG Africa TV. What is the TLIG Review Show? On the TLIG Review Show, we bring your brand to the world's table and we expose our audience to the best brands, products and services in the world. Do you have a product that is useful to humanity and you'd like to reach more customers? Or are you rendering a service that stands out and you like to make more money from it? The TLIG Review Show will give your brand the visibility that it needs. Join us on the TLIG Africa TV every week as we bring you amazing episodes. For adverts and sponsorship, please call the numbers showing on your screen. Thank you. Life is not always perfect. Like a road, it has many bends, ups and downs, but therein lies its beauty. The BRR Show is the business, relationship, and real-life issue show. We will be giving entrepreneurs and business owners the opportunity to learn more about business and be good in their businesses. And of course, we'll be giving tips on relationships and how to manage real-life issues on the show. Join us every week on TLIG Africa TV as we bring you amazing episodes. For adverts and sponsorship, please call the numbers on your screen. Thank you.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Celebrity Uncensored on TLIG Africa TV. My name is Kenny, and I still have with me the beautiful, the elegant, the talented Tierny Olalere. Thank you for coming once again on the show. Okay, so what is that one role you look forward to playing? You know, as an actress.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to play roles of a warrior, a child, like something that will actually challenge me to try and do something with my body, my look, style, and out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so far, what are the kind of roles you've been playing? Because you look like someone who plays all these normal lovey-dovey roles, boyfriend, girlfriend.
No, I've always
whole
been.
kind of role,
No.
being wife with someone.
No, I've played a witch.
Really?
In a movie, I've played a wicked heavenly wife, a very stubborn one. I've played a very meek person and a mumu. So they are
When you
still.
say the mumu for love,
Yeah, mumu for love in the movie, and they are still like my comfort zone. So
Okay, I'm tempted to ask you. Let's talk about love.
okay.
Do you believe in love? Do you believe, because young people these days believe more in the concept of breakfast, like we glorify breakfast. You don't break my heart. You don't. So it's like everybody, they don't break our heart now. Nobody believes in love again. But for you, do you still believe in love?
Love made me, and Christ is love. So I
I'm not
believe
talking
in
about
love.
Christ now.
I believe in
I'm
love.
talking about romantic love, not
course,
the
of
love
course.
Christ has for us.
Well, there are still people that are honest with each other when it comes to love, and love themselves genuinely. And may we all meet such people. As for me, I shall believe
Have
in
you
love.
met such a person?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't want to tell us
I
about that.
I don't know, because everybody is just mad on this street. So let's just leave it like that.
So about love being kind to you.
Yeah, of course, God's love, parents' love. Yes, I've been in a very good relationship, 7 years relationship that was
Wow.
sweet. Yes, so I believe in love.
Okay, so let's talk about your forthcoming productions. What are the new things you're working on?
Yeah, presently I'm working on Just Like the Stars, a series, a high school series, and I can't wait for everyone to actually watch it.
Okay, so any final words for your fans, people who've been supporting you, supporting the Tierny brand?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been supporting the brand, my friends and family, and the family that are called fans. God bless everyone out there, and this is just the beginning. I want you guys to keep believing.
Okay, keep believing in me. Okay, is there, you want them to follow you on social media?
Yeah, on Instagram, my name is Tierny Olalere. On Twitter, I am Tierny. Facebook, I am Tierny. And I think for now, yes, these are the social media. And my YouTube channel, Tierny Olalere TV. Please subscribe and turn on your post notification. Thank you.
Turn on your post notification. Thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
We pray that God sees you through your forthcoming project, and
Amen.
pray for continued success in all your endeavors. Thank you for coming. That has been the show for today. Thank you for joining us on today's edition of Celebrity Uncensored. I remain your host, Kenny. Keep living your dreams. God bless you. See you some other time.